Hey guys, what's up? We are back today with another video regarding my Thai constellation. Now, as you can see, it's starting to drop some of its older leaves. And in my last Thai constellation video, I had actually fully transitioned it from, what is it called? Stratum into a soil mixture. And I thought it was ready to be repotted. Honestly, I really did. Because look at these roots. Like, we have roots coming out over here, some juicy roots coming down the side. So I'm not quite sure what is going on with this Thai constellation. But we're gonna find out today. And the best way to figure out what's going on with it is to actually just unpot it. We're gonna unpot it and then see what's going on. It's just really weird because like I said, we have nice juicy roots. Well, I mean, I guess I should just start unpotting now. Then we can all see the nice juicy roots. But yeah, it's just kind of peculiar to me with why it's struggling. I feel like maybe it's struggling because it needed to be put into a bigger like a bigger pot, because that can happen. But I didn't think it was that root bound. But anyways, let's pull this out. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, I do see some root rot, but I also see some growth. Like really good growth. So I don't know. Honestly, like I said in my last Thai constellation video, I'm just very over this Thai constellation, which is why I had purchased like a tissue cultured one, and it seems to be doing fine. I'll bring it over in a moment. I just really want to focus on what the heck is going on with this, because it doesn't make sense. Because the majority of it is doing just fine, but I also smell, like, have you smelled like root rot? It's disgusting. Yeah, it definitely has rotted quite a bit. So we have some areas that are doing good, and then other areas that are not doing so great. But I also feel like these roots that are kind of dying are the roots that was acquired through stratum. So maybe it was just time for a repot, truly. But let me see. I'm trying to be as gentle as I can with this. And it's such a shame because I feel like I said in all of my videos regarding this plant, I am always at the point where I'm like, oh, just die. Just go ahead and just fully rot so that I can just get rid of you and move on with my life. But then it like still shows signs of growth, of life, you know? So it's like, I would feel so bad just throwing it away. But what is the alternative at this point? I don't even know. So, anywho. I stand by what I said. I think these roots that are, you know, fully rotted are actually the old roots from when it was transitioning from stratum to soil, and clearly it acclimated pretty well. I think it just needs to be in a bigger pot, maybe. Or yeah, I think it was a little bit root bound in here, so I am going to put it in a different pot. and break off this and also this as well if it wants to. Oh, it doesn't want to. Okay, I'll clip it off. There. And then now this Thai constellation can just focus on trying to root, which is going to be quite interesting because it doesn't really have any aerial roots going on right now, but it does have these random little lumps. Can you guys see that? So it has these little bumps here, which I'm not quite sure what that is, because it doesn't really look like aerial roots to me, but I mean, it could be. I don't know, but it's there. I think I'm going to take this downstairs and give it a good rinse. And then just pot it up in some soil mixture. And see what happens. So I will be back. I'm going to clean this up and then just start potting it up in its new soil mixture. And then, yeah. So I shall be back. Alright, so I am back and I did give it a good rinse and I cleaned it up quite a bit. So as you can see, the roots look really good. There's definitely a lot of new growth and yeah, it was definitely root bounded and it needed to be upsized for sure. So my plan with this plant is to actually, instead of planting it straight down like this, I want to plant it on an angle. So I got a much bigger pot so that it can sit at an angle, and the reason for that is I want to stimulate aerial roots. And as you guys know, when you create like a humidity dome or just somehow increase the humidity for this plant, it's going to stimulate aerial roots. And in the past, I've definitely noticed that whenever I see a new aerial root emerging, I was bound to get a new leaf. So let's put this stuff to the side because this all needs to be thrown out because it stinks and it's rotted. And I do not reuse like soil that's, you know, that's been contaminated. I know there are people out there that actually go out of their way to sterilize the soil, but my husband will not let me put soil in the oven. And yeah, so oops. So what I usually do is I'll let it, if this was the summertime, I would let it dry out completely, and then I would throw it into my garden and just let it do its thing. Maybe I will still do that. Yeah, maybe I'll just throw it into my garden regardless. Anyhow, I am currently making my soil mixture, and you guys all know I am a big fan of tree fern fiber, so that's what I have right now. I'm just breaking it up some more so that I don't have like big chunks, and I think I need quite a bit because this is a really big much bigger pot than I had anticipated on using, but it is a very big plant, so it's what it is. I really hope that this kind of pushes this plant to put off a new leaf. It'll be really nice to have some sort of development with this plant in 2025, especially since I've had it in my care for such a long time and it's just been through so much. At this rate, it's like I said in my previous video, it's like I don't even know why I'm keeping you alive anymore. Like you're kind of choosing life, but you're kind of not choosing life, but it is what it is. All right, and here I have some orchid bark. Not orchid bark, this is just regular bark. Yeah, I think this is bark from the reptile store actually, that's already been pre-washed and cleaned. So there's that. Put that in there, and some peat moss. I feel like there are a lot of, not there are a lot of, but I feel like there's been some controversial talks about using peat moss in your mixture. I can't quite recall why, but if you guys know why plant people are opting to not use peat moss, drop a comment down below. I feel like it has to do with the peat moss not giving, or it repels nutrients. Is that it? I don't remember, but I'm using it because I have so much of it. And there is no exact measurements, none at all. I remember when I first got into houseplants, I used to be like so anal about the ratio of, you know, your mixture so that your plants can survive. But like I've been preaching, it doesn't quite matter so much, because your plant is going, if your plant is healthy and it wants to live, it's going to figure a way to survive. It really will. And I just added in some coarse perlite. So this is a good mixture. It is very dusty. I'm gonna have to vacuum after this. Highly recommend wearing a mask. I kind of want to sneeze right now. Here we are. Nice chunky mixture. Okay. Grab my plant. Now the only thing that is very unfortunate about using this container is that I can't see nothing. I won't be able to see if the roots are, you know, rotting or if it's growing any new roots. So I'm just gonna have to hope that it's gonna take, and I think it will, just because it's like fully transitioned over to soil roots. But the nice thing is that the bottom of this has a lot of, the bottom of this container has quite a bit of large holes. So if it's doing well, I'm going to anticipate that, you know, just like before, the little roots are gonna just start emerging from out of the drainage holes. So let's go ahead, finish, give it a little bit of a tap. You guys can't see this. Then let's top it off one more time. I probably should have added in some charcoal. Oh well, it's fine. Okay. Oh, it looks so cute with this one leaf. All right, and we have this little cash pot here. Here it is, all potted up. Now, one thing that I am going to actually do is give it a good drink of water. However, I'm going to add in some HydroGuard. Oh, the glare. Can you see? HydroGuard. I always talk about this product. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. I love it. I love that it prevents root rot. I love that it's stimulating growth for me. So this, I know, is super expensive, but I mean, totally worth it, especially if you have like a very finicky plant that, you know, is undergoing root rot, or may potentially undergo some root rot. So just some HydroGuard in there and some regular old tap water. And just gonna give it a good drink. I'm not gonna hold it like that. That's gonna have like arthritis or carpal tunnel one day. And that's it, guys. I think in 2 weeks I will probably film an update video regarding this Thai Constellation and the Florida Beauty. I do see some growth going on with my wet sticks, so that's going to be like a quick fun update for you guys. And then yeah, I feel like there's going to be some videos that I'll be pumping out where it's like, save this plant, here's an update, save this plant, here's an update. Just because, like I said in my previous videos, wintertime is a time where I kind of start going through my plant collection and seeing what needs to be tossed. You can't see this, but this looks terrible over here. Oh, I was gonna show you this. Let's see if I can pull this out without ruining any plants. Here is my tissue culture Thai Constellation. Look at how pretty she is. This is the newest leaf. Like, truly, it's beautiful. I think this actually needs to be repotted too. And I'm probably, yeah, I'm gonna repot this when I'm done filming this video since I already have the mixture out here. But yeah, I'm very happy. It's a very healthy plant. And yeah, I think perhaps maybe the next leaf may actually be as big as this one right here, because it's getting there, sort of. Okay, I know I was going to film this off camera and just give you guys an update, but Jesus, look at this. That's actually kind of gross that it's creeping me out. But yeah, I'll film an updated video for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.